Hey everyone, Richard here from Calvin Wazoo, bringing you another video, and it is Random Pick Monday again. So with Random Pick Monday, like I do, I go to my Discogs catalog for my entire collection, and I use the Random Pick option, and it selects an album for me because my shelves are kind of spread out here in my living room, and I really can't just reach and grab something without, knowing what area I'm grabbing from. So it's not a real random pick. I like that option in Discogs. And so what it selected for me for this episode is this Jeff Beck Guitar Shop. And this particular release is the Music on Vinyl release, a numbered limited edition, supposedly limited to 1,000 copies, and I have number 626. Nothing special about that. To me, with the limited editions, the only numbered copy that would have any significant extra value to it because of the number, to me, would be number one. Anything after that, to me, is nothing special. And I suppose some sellers, might want to jack up the price a little more for the first five or something like that. And it might make a little bit of sense, because the lower numbers, I'm sure, never make it out into general circulation. Those copies are handed out to friends or to the artists themselves. So, yeah, maybe some of those, when they become available in the general market, might legitimately command a premium price. But for me, I wouldn't pay a premium price unless it was the number one. This release comes on some very cool blue vinyl. Check that out, huh? Really, really sweet. And with music on vinyl, their pressings are generally really, really good. They sound really, really clear. So this album was released in 1989, and this is a 2018 MOV release. It was a 1990 Grammy winner for Best Rock Instrumental. There are two songs that have not singing, but spoken word. Uh, the three people who were involved in this project were Jeff Beck, Terry Bozzio, and Tony Hymas. So we've got Beck on guitar, Bozzio on drums, and Hymas on keyboards and synthesizers. And so so the best rock instrumental, but there are two songs in which Bozzio is doing some spoken word thing, and that's with the opener Guitar Shop, and the other one is which one is it? Day in the House, which is on side two. Anyway, those are the only two that have any speaking going on. And I remember seeing this tour. Okay, so Jeff Beck was touring in kind of a partnership tour with Stevie Ray Vaughan back in 1989 when this was released. And I guess what they would do is they would trade off who opened the show. So sometimes Jeff Beck opened the show, and then sometimes Stevie Ray Vaughan opened the show. And I saw them in Albuquerque. It was November 28th, 1989. And Beck opened the show, and then Stevie Ray Vaughan played afterward. Great show, great concert. I really enjoyed it. And there's a lot of mixed feelings about this album because, well, one, there's no bass player. Any bass lines are being provided by Hymas with the synthesizer or something like that. And it's very much an 80s production. 80s production style. You definitely hear that when listening to it. You know, it doesn't bother me. I like this album a lot, and I think the songs are all really, really good. I mean, it opens up with Guitar Shop, which is very heavy syncopation. I was trying to listen to the rhythm and trying to decide if this was an atypical rhythm or time signature in the song. It kind of feels like a 6/8, but it's also sometimes I'm wondering if they're doing 7/8. Um, I've played instruments in the past, not very well, uh, so I know something about time signatures, but I'm not real clear on that. And then there's the next song, Savoy, which is a typical, very Beckish song. I mean, if you've heard, Beckola and Wired and some of his other releases, it's his kind of signature style and sound and guitar playing comes through on that. I do tell you, it's got a kind of a new wave sound to it, of course, because of that '80s production. And Hymus really rocks on the keyboards in this song. The next one is Behind the Veil, which has a reggae rhythm and beat, but also Beck really uses and employs a variety of techniques in his playing with this song. Then we have Big Block, which starts off with a funky groove that's been laid out by Hymus on the keyboard. And Basio he just really rules the rhythm in that song. And then at the end of the song, Hymus gives this really big brass sound to the song, with the synthesizers. And then the last song on side one is Where Were You? A very, very contemplative, atmospheric tune. When we go to the flip side, we got Stand on It, which was one of the hits with this release. Um, Reached 35 on Billboard. And it's got a really, really strong, simple riff to it that is there kind of anchoring the song. Day in the House is the other song that's going to have some spoken word, Basio doing that. Very, very major funk groove going on with that song. I'm recording this kind of early in the day, so, my sippy is just water. Uh, no alcohol yet. Maybe later. And then we've got the Two Rivers, which fades in with the synthesizers. And then Beck comes in with the guitar. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the Two Rivers, coming in and then commingling, but it's also a very, very atmospheric tune. Slingshot is the closer. It's very strong, very heavy, kind of a hot and heavy song. Um, so yeah, it's very much an '80s production style, and some people, don't like that. I was reading some reviews, and yeah, there are some people who ding the album because of the '80s style of production. But I do like it. I remember when I bought this, not this particular copy. I did buy it when it first came out. Uh, Probably, I'm wondering if it was before or after a concert I went to when they were touring. He and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Regardless, I did buy it when it was first released, and then I got this more recently within the last couple of years from Music on Vinyl. So yeah, I like it. That's the random pick for Monday. Please leave a comment in the down under. There'll be links to previous random pick or picks. I can't remember how many of these I've done. And also, please subscribe, share the video, And remember, always enjoy your music.